Hey all you stitches, look who's back. It's me. I know, it's been a hot second. How's everybody been? Alright, cool, enough about you, let's talk about me. It's been about a month now, if not exactly a month, since my last FLOSSTUBE video. And there is a great reason for that. I have been, if you've watched any of my FLOSSTUBE videos, I have been in the process of moving, and I also went home for a little bit. So that's basically what the last month has been. So let's talk about that for a little bit. I moved about 2 or 3 weeks before my lease was up because I needed the fuck out of that place. It was mainly my roommates. So, moved most of my stuff in the day before I went home and was going to finish the morning that I was supposed to leave. Well, got most of the stuff moved in that first day. Everybody that was supposed to help me the next day flaked on me. Great. So that means I actually have to go back to that place once I get back from home. So I'm just like, whatever, my lease isn't over for another 2 weeks. I'll figure something out. So there's that. Then I took some much needed time away from my pain in the ever-loving ass job, and I went home for a week because I don't see them often. I've mentioned it in passing that I don't have a car, so I get to see them 3 or 4 times a year because that's all they want to come and get me for is for holidays and stuff. So I was there. The main reason I went was because my little brother was turning 12, and I'll be damned if I was gonna miss his birthday. So what did we do for his birthday? We took him out. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings because he had never been there before, but he was really curious on trying some wings. He didn't care for it, but it's whatever. Let's see, we went to a movie. I think we saw Incredibles 2, I think. I don't remember. I was kind of zoned out most of the time. Outside of my little brother's birthday, didn't do a whole lot that week. And I was fine by that. Everybody worked. My little brother went to a basketball camp a few days after his birthday. So I was alone and did some stitching for that whole week. I was fine with it. Because when I'm up here, oh my God, I feel like I'm just stressing out all the time. Because of work, at the time because of my roommate. More on that in a little bit. And just by the end of the week, do you ever consider like ghosting, as in disappearing, cutting off all contact with negative people, or just people in general? I wanted to do that. By the end of the week, I didn't want to leave because, you know, one, I don't ever see my family. 2, I hate my job. The last time I was home, which was Christmas, 7 months was the last time I saw my family. I just considered deleting all of my coworkers off of Facebook and all social media, and just blocking everyone's number and not coming back and just staying home. Although I would have been easy to find. But because I'm poor and I have student loans, I had to come back. So there's that. Problem started not even 5 minutes when I was back in Cedar Falls. That's not an exaggeration. I had been back in my apartment for literally 5 minutes before my manager called me saying, hey, can you work these days because I'm suspending so-and-so? I'm like, are you kidding me? I went into work so pissed off. I didn't talk to a single person for like 3 hours. I literally was not home for 5 minutes. I just... And then, after so-and-so was off of suspension, he quit. And he was the weekend person. I didn't have to work weekends. Guess who has to work weekends now? Right? Oh, I'm noticing the sun's going in and out behind clouds, so just bear with the light changes when they happen. So, yes. And the following day, I was gonna move all of the rest of my stuff over to the house. Had one person for sure. She said, yes, I'll rent you the U-Haul and all this stuff for you. Had 3 other people lined up to help. Just ended up being me and the one person. And I'm not the most in shape person. I was struggling a little bit. And this is nothing against her. She's not the most in shape. Both of us have accepted we're not in shape. We got her done. It took a little bit. It was a pain in the ass. But I'll tell you what, once we had everything moved in, just the stress of having to be in that apartment was gone. Never had to talk to my roommate again, so I thought. Never had to talk to him again. Never had to go back to that place, so I thought. And I say so I thought because it was getting down to literally the last day of our lease, and I kept my keys to the apartment intentionally because I wanted to go back over there to see if that son of a bitch moved out everything. I go there the last day of the lease. That son of a bitch did not move out everything. So it's me and one other friend who's like, you know, skinnier than a pole. I mean, she's like this. There was like a coffee table and a bunch of other shit. Wasn't mine. It was just left there. And we're not hauling this stuff over here because there's no room for it, for one, and it's not my stuff. So luckily she wanted the coffee table and a couple of other things, and I just fucking tossed everything. Turned to my keys. So now the only stress that I have left is hoping that he's going to pay his share of the utility bill, because this son of a bitch right here is usually the only one paying the utility bill. And that's because it's only my name on the account. So when a payment is missed because of that asshole, my credit is affected. This is my life. I have to wait until the end of the month to see if he pays it. That son of a bitch is going to pay it. Okay. Enough of that. Let's get to some happy stuff. So I'm all moved in, and I'll tell you what, I love it. Usually when I move into a place, it takes me about 2 weeks to get comfortable. Only about 3 days I couldn't really sleep, and then, fuck, that fourth night, got me some good sleep. One thing I found out, though, moving in, they got a cat while I was gone. If you know me even the slightest bit, I'm not a cat person. I never have been, I'm never going to be, and it's times like this where I wish I was allergic to cats, because literally every other person in my family is allergic to cats. Guess who's the lucky one that's not? It's me. She's right behind me. Let's see if I can... Hi, Dunny. No, she don't care. This is the least lively I've seen her the whole time I've been here. I'm surprised she's not on the table or anything. But... And on top of that, my cousins are gone for a week because their band is touring, so I'm here alone with the cat. And guess whose room she's in all the time? It's mine. Now, luckily, and this is the one positive her. She doesn't really shed, which is great, because the last thing I need is a whole bunch of pussy hair all over me. But I got lint rollers just in case. I thought cats were supposed to be like solitary animals. Nope. I swear, she is like the neediest fucking cat I've ever met. And I've only met like 5 cats because I don't want to meet any more than that. That's too many. Oh my god. She's used to me waking up at 4:30 in the morning to open at work. So at 4:30 every morning, even the ones where I don't work, she's outside my door. Oh god. It's okay. She hasn't gotten my cross-stitch shit yet. Okay. So that's my life. That really only covers about a week and a half of my hiatus. The rest of it was just me, you know, having to deal with other bullshit, which I think is over for the most part. I was honestly kind of waiting for everybody to leave the house because I knew they were going to be gone. So I could do this. Ooh, and I got me a tripod. My phone beforehand was sitting on a stack of CDs. And the back of the phone was just leaning up against my computer. Behind the scenes tidbit. There you go. All right. That is my life. Thank you. Let's move on to some shout outs. I made notes, so we're a little bit more organized. I got a lot of shout outs. I mean, maybe not a lot. I got a lot of shout outs. Okay. This is going to be a long video, I feel. Well, we're at 11 minutes. We're doing fine. Start out with some new FLOSSTUBERS, a couple of which gave me a shout out, so I'm in turn shouting them out. The first one is Welsh Girl Stitches, Amy. Y'all need to just go to her channel because she is starting anything she sees that she likes. That's a lot of starts. She just recently did a whip parade. Her video's an hour and a half just showing her whips. It almost literally makes my face hurt because I have like 6 whips and I feel that's too much. I get angina just thinking about it because I haven't stitched on them in a while. I'm gonna have more soon, but just... And she's also doing the 100 Days of Hade. Oh my god. More power to her. And she's doing them on 14 count Ada. Oh my god. Some of the ones she shows are just gigantic. Also, she's on the Mirabilia bandwagon now, so good on ya. Next is Ruby Ratbag Stitches. Goddamn, what the hell was that? Did anybody else see that shit? What the hell was that? Ruby Ratbag Stitches. Karen and her daughter Carrie, they're hysterical. They only have 1 video out, and they put this one out while I was home. Actually, 3 of these people I'm shouting out put out their first floss tube while I was home. So yeah, they're hysterical. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. And they're Scottish. Can we be best friends? I've always wanted to have a Scottish best friend that was actually Scottish. I'll be friends with both Karen and Carrie. And Amy. Amy, let's be best friends. Next one is Lindsay, the Scruffy Kitty. She gave me a shout out on her first floss tube. So I'm returning the favor by shouting her out. She only has 1 video. Lindsay, we need more. We need more. See, now, is this what people were feeling like when I didn't have a video for a month? I mean, you could binge all my videos, but I only had 6. 8 if you include my 2 little acting videos. But, like, you get done, you find a floss tuber right away, you finish their first video, and it's like, well, when the hell are they going to put out another one? Let's put out some more. All right. Another one, and the next one's a fairly new one, is Liz Disney Craft Girl. Her channel is almost like entirely devoted to her MCG Textiles, Thomas Kincaid, Disney, giant kits things. Oh my god. She's got a lot of them, and I want them too, because I only had the Lion King one, and I found that one by chance. She got scammed, though, one time. I'm sorry, Liz. I'll give you a virtual hug. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm shouting her out is because in one of my floss tubes, I had shown a little vignette that I was doing from MCG Textiles, and I mentioned that they had gone out of business. I never knew why. She answered that question for why MCG Textiles is out of business. I'm not going to rehash it for you. I'll link her down below. Go watch her video. She'll answer it for you. Okay. And the last new floss tuber I'm shouting out, I'm putting new in quotes because you'll see why, is Cross Stitch with Luda. I literally just found her this morning because she was doing a tutorial on how she does skin on Mirabilias. She's half Ukrainian, half Russian. She's not new, but she's new in English. As in, she just recently put out her first English video. She's been making floss tubes, it seems, for a while. And, but they were all in Russian. So, she's new to me because now I can understand what she's saying. And I just found her this morning. So she's almost brand new to me. So there's all the new floss tubers I'm shouting out. This next one, I don't know if this is going to be a segment for when I do shout outs anymore, but I have written down Floss Tuber Forgotten. And that's because when I did my first video, I shouted out all of the floss tubers that I had watched, like, religiously. And I somehow did not remember to include this person in because she isn't really doing just cross-stitching anymore. She's doing, like, some art stuff, too, which is cool. Her channel, she does what she wants. But when I discovered her, she was doing a parking tutorial because I was interested in starting a Hade, which I have started since. Milesy, the Mad X Stitcher or Mad Cross Stitcher, one of the two. I can't believe I forgot you, Milesy, and if you somehow find this video, I love your videos. I'm sorry that I didn't mention you the first time around. I would always watch your YouTube live streams. I haven't recently because I don't think you do them much anymore. I know you do a lot of Twitch stuff. But yeah, so please forgive me. Okay. Those are those, and now here's just the standard, you know, straight up floss tubers that I'm shouting out. And this first one I'm really excited about because she gave me a shout out and I almost cried. Michelle Bendy Stitchy gave me a shout out on her floss tube. I had told her that I was fangirling because she had shouted me out, and she's the second person, the other one being Steph Schaffner from Just Keep Stitching, saying, oh, you know, I'm just one person doing one stitch at a time and all that stuff. And I understand, but the reason I say the reason I fangirl so much is because I was in a deep, deep, dark place for a while, and it was all of these stitchers that I had mentioned in my first video that sort of kept me company and kept me sane, and just the cross-stitching community in general. But these floss tubers that were watching that I basically just, they didn't know it, but I became their best friends. And so when one of these people they didn't know you existed for so long finally, you know, says your name, it is kind of surreal because, you know, they are celebrities to, you know, just regular cross-stitchers in their own right, you know. I mentioned to the only person that I told that I have a floss tube, I sort of mentioned to them, you don't understand how excited I am that this one person that makes videos acknowledged me. And they're like, well, why? It's not like they're like famous. They're not like Jenna Marbles famous or anything like that. And I'm like, well, no, but I also, you know, watch these people more than Jenna Marbles. So they are sort of like celebrities to me. Thank you, Michelle Bendy Stitchy. Do you want to be best friends? Okay, you let me know. The next shout out, Stitching in Sequins, McKenna. McKenna, I have some serious apologizing to do, because prior to you commenting on my FLOSSTUBE video, I think I had seen 1 or 2 of your videos max. And the reason I mention that is because I'm surprised you didn't send me a cease and desist order, because our YouTube channel names are very similar. I'm sorry, I did not retain what your channel name was when I created my FLOSSTUBE. Sorry. But I think all is good in the hood. Pardon that squeak in my voice. I might have just hit puberty. Okay. McKenna, she's not my spirit animal. I'm pretty sure we're the same person. If you give me ovaries, I'm McKenna. It's just how it is. McKenna, if we ever meet in person, which we better at some point, we're gonna have to collab. I'm just saying. And we got the whole stitching in part at the front of our names. What are we gonna be? What are we? Sequins and sound. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Just throwing that idea out there. Or cleave us to stitch. There you go. People are not going to get that cleavage joke. That's going to be an inside joke between me and McKenna for a while. Let's just say cleavage. Okay. My next shout out is for Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And I'm shouting her out because happy 5 years. I'm sorry I didn't partake in the stitch along. I'm in a monogamous relationship with one of my stitchings right now, so sorry. Farm girl Michelle Rudy, and I'm shouting you out because thank you for having the Midwest retreat next year in Iowa so that I can maybe go. I'm saying maybe because knowing my luck, all the spots are going to be claimed before I get to claim one. But I'll be able to go if I get one. Michelle, also, stop posting stuff on Instagram of those dogs, of those puppies, because I want all of them. I want them all. Are you giving any away? I can't take one. I want one, though. So, there you go. Stitch all the things, Christine. I can't believe I didn't shout you out in the first video, because the first video of yours that I had ever watched was when there was a whole lot of bullshit going on in Stitch Mania, and you made that video. I just like, yes, this is a video everyone needs to watch, because you were just, it's a video that needed to be made. And somehow, I never hit the subscribe button, but every time you put out a new video, it would show up on my recommended, video thing. So I just figured I was subscribed to you anyway. So if you just noticed like a couple of days ago that I had subscribed to you, it's because I had only noticed that I didn't subscribe to you. Oh, and also you like almost all my stuff on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, I have a new Instagram. Follow me. It's linked below. It's just my name. Not the stitching and sound part, but the rest of it. Trisha at 3 Owl Threads, I'm just shouting you out because I like your videos. You seem like fun. Yeah, that's about it. I'm sorry that seemed less, in detail than the others. I just really like your videos, and I know you got a lot of people watching. You deserve more, on the off chance that nobody knows who you are. And then finally I have Tash Starcross Stitcher, and that's because you recently got married, girl. Hallelujah. Good for you. I'm single as fuck right now, so that's how my life is going. Okay. That's all the shout-outs I have. Do all of you want to be best friends? Let me know. Okay. Now, while I was home for that whole week, I did a lot of thinking about what I want to do with this channel. And I think I have some plans here. I plan on putting out, I don't want to say a vlog, because there's no way in hell I'm going to video every day, because that's too much thought to put into something. But a weekly update, and I'm thinking I'm going to put these out every Friday. And I know it's Thursday when you're seeing this. Oh, hey, it's August 9th. It's a Thursday. And, yeah, I'm going to wait. No, I'm not going to wait. The reason I'm not putting this one out on Friday is, one, I got impatient. And two, tomorrow is cross-stitch day. It's either National Cross-Stitch Day or International Cross-Stitch Day. I don't care which, because I'm still cross-stitching tomorrow, and that's all I wanted to do. So I'm thinking about doing my weekly update every Friday. It seems like a simple enough day. I plan on starting Stitch With Me videos. Now that I have my tripod, I want to do some Stitch With Me's, because I feel like I will be more relaxed when I can't see my face. That's basically the end of that. Now, I have here written down every Monday. I'm not going to have one out this Monday, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'm going to do something I want to call Stitching and Sound music reviews. Now, these are going to be Stitch With Me videos. However, I want to consider these not a stitch along, but a listen along. And basically, at the end of every Monday video, Monday Stitching and Sound music review video, I will say an album that I'm going to do for the next week. And what I want the goal to be is, for anybody who's interested in participating, listen to the album, and then when it comes time for Monday, I will do a track-by-track review. I'll talk about the album as a whole. I probably won't go into too much detail about the band themselves, but I want there to be like an open discussion in the comments. You know, tell me which, songs you liked. Tell me which ones you didn't like. Have an open discussion with other commenters. Now, this might open some doors to some really bad negativity. Like, I'm okay with, negative reviews. There's a difference between negatively reviewing something and then being negative. For instance, calling someone stupid because they thought this track was the best song on the album when the other person didn't. Stuff like that. So I'll delete those comments, but that's hoping what I'm gonna do for my Monday videos. So, Stitching and Sound music reviews. Music reviews. Never mind. And the first one, and Bendy Stitchy, you're gonna freak out, because I think this album is one that everyone can get behind. And this one isn't gonna be for next Monday. It's gonna be the following Monday. So I have it planned for Monday, August 20th. So you have plenty of time to listen to this. What I consider probably the best album of all time. I'm not going to say greatest album of all time, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get to in probably that video. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac is going to be our first listen-along Stitching and Sound music review. So yeah, you've got like a week... you got like a week and a half to listen to that album. Or, if you don't want to listen to it up to that point, since I will be going track by track, just pause after every track, listen to every track that I review, listen to the next song, and then unpause the video. I mean, you could do this all sorts of ways. I think that'd be fun. Do something a little bit different. And as far as everything else, I mean, it's all up in the air. I don't want to post a video every day, but I do want to do some different stuff. I have written down that I want to do some tutorials, but not like normal tutorials. If you can't tell, I'm a little funny, just a little. So I have plans for doing tutorials with a comedic twist, but still informative. It'll make more sense when I actually get around to making one. It might be a little bit. I don't know. And then I'm open to suggestions if anybody has any suggestions, like product reviews. I'm not going to go actively buy something to review it because I think that takes a little too much thought. So if anybody wants to send me something they think I should review, I'll review it. Yeah, why the fuck not? But like, I'm not going to actively go find something to review because, I don't know, that's just too much work. But, you know, I've got other stuff planned just for random videos between these 3 segments for the week. I have a kit with me planned when I actually finally fucking go to Hobby Lobby or my LNS, because someone suggested on one of my posts on Stitch Mania that they want to see somebody actually go to like a Hobby Lobby or an LNS and get all this stuff and kit it up themselves. Girl, I got that covered. I'm going to be doing that whenever I go. I don't remember your name. I should have looked that up, but I couldn't remember which post it was, and I didn't want to find it because I'm lazy. So if you're watching, know that I'm talking about you. All right. We're almost to the cross-stitching stuff. So this is going to be a little bit lengthy. I mean, we're at half an hour right now, so we're doing good. Calling all floss tubers. That's right. All floss tubers. I don't care if you have 1 or 800. All floss tubers. That is my requirement, though. You need at least 1. You can't just say, oh, I'm a floss tuber, and then not have any videos. I have a challenge and an open invitation to every floss tuber. Every floss tuber. Number 1 is my challenge to every floss tuber. Say my last name. I have a video where I say it. Bonus points if you don't go look that up. But I've seen a couple of people, Benny Stitchy, I'm calling you out, that wanted to say my name, but didn't say it because they were afraid of botching it. That is my favorite thing that people do. It's totally murder my last name. I want to see how many people, how many floss tubers, can say my last name without any help. I want to see if people get it right. And you know what? If you get it right, you'll get something special. I don't know what it is yet. You'll get something, though. So that's my challenge. Ooh, actually, Amy from Welsh Girl Stitches said it correctly. Don't go... Okay, go watch her videos. Try to say my last name before you go and watch it, though. Thank you. Number 2 is my open invite. And this is a segment that I want to do at least once a month. At least once a month. Could be more or less, but at least once a month. And it's a segment that I want to call Shooting the Stitch. If somebody came up with that already, I'm sorry. But I thought about it while I was on the turlet a couple of weeks ago. And like, ooh, that would be a great idea. And what I want this to be is not a stitch with me, but a stitch with us. And yeah, it can be a stitch with me, but the goal is me and the other floss tuber will be stitching just while we shoot the shit. Cameras won't be focused on like what we're working on or whatever. And it's not even necessarily going to be an interview. Sure, we can ask each other questions, but the goal is just to be shooting the shit while we stitch. We're shooting the stitch. I hope that's not too dumb of a name. If you think of a better name, let me know. Okay. All floss tubers. Either comment saying that you're interested, or you cannot be interested. If you don't want to do it, I don't care. But if you're interested, let me know of one of two ways. Give me a comment saying, sure, when can we do this? Or no, I don't want to do this, or whatever, it's okay. Or two, answer it in one of your videos. And then if you do answer that question, along with saying my last name, because you better say my last name if you're answering this question, just leave another comment saying, hey, I answered your question and tried to say your last name in my recent video. Go check it out. Okay, I'll do that. And I'll give it a week after I post this video before I myself start actually approaching other floss tubers, because I have people in mind, but I just want to actually see if they're interested in doing something like this before I actually approach them. And I know who I want to be in my first shoot in the stitch video. I'm not going to say who it is, but once they either let me know that they're interested, or I have to ask them, see if they're interested, then that's when I hope to crank out some of these videos. So yeah, once, maybe twice a month, depending on the interest in it. Maybe people aren't interested, I don't know. But yeah, and I don't know when those will go up. I said once or twice a month, but I don't know what day of the week. Excuse me. Okay, finally, on to some cross-stitching stuff. Finally, on to some cross-stitching stuff. We're going to start with the haul, just because I think you've already seen all my whips. I mean, there's one whip I've been working on that I've come a long way on since my last video. So, we'll save that for last. So, I'm doing these in the order I got them. And there's one I'm very excited about that I got today in the mail, which is another reason why I shot this today. Okay, so while I was home, and it's awesome that this worked out, I got this, I'll just show it to you. This is one of the new Mirabilias. This is Alice. It's so, the colors though, so pretty. And I'm part of the group Under the Sea Fabrics on Facebook. Leslie, she's a saint. I found out she had a floss tube a couple of days ago. I'm sorry, I didn't know that prior. I just thought you like hand dyeing fabric, which is cool. She had promoted that she was giving away not kits, but embellishment and thread packs at a discounted price. So I'm like, yeah. So this was my first Under the Sea Fabrics purchase, and none of it's fabric. So I got the chart, I got me all the beads, and I got me the Karen water lilies. And these are just pretty. What is this one? Hold on, let me see which one that one is. This one is slate. This slate one, this greenish, bluish, purple, grayish one. Ooh, I liked me that one. Okay, now you know me and my Mirabilia obsession, and it's almost a way of life by this point. I had been looking for this one. I should say I've been looking for this one because I have seen it on eBay at a fairly decent price. Visited my LNS online, and I say online because I don't have a card. I actually go visit them in person. Damask Roses. This is the very first Mirabilia pattern. And you can tell how old it is because it doesn't have the nice floral stuff. And you want to know what I actually found out about when you get memorabilias, older ones that are in this type of packaging, this front thing, this is an actual photo. And I can even tell you when it was taken. August 22nd of 1994. This is a photo. Whereas they are now just like paper. This isn't as fun. It's just paper. This is a picture somebody took. That shit's cool. Okay. There's that. Now. Ooh, and you could, I don't know if you could see this on camera, but this was in a smoker's home because you can see the outline of where the picture was. That's gross. Okay. Now, the whole reason I visited the Stitchery Nook, that's the LNS I'm talking about, their website, was because that morning I had found out that a couple of memorabilia patterns went out of print. And I had to go see if they had them. They had one of them. And it just, we're talking brand spanking new, out of print, like late June out of print. And, oh shit, okay, we're good. Maidens of the Seasons, Part 2. They had it. I got so happy. And then it's like, okay, I've got Part 2 now. I almost have to go find Part 1, you know. Thing about Part 1 is, that one's been out of print just a hair longer, and that's a pain in the ass to find. Or is it? I thought I was going to be searching for this pattern at a decent price, for a decent price, I should say, for months. I found this 3 days later. Beautiful, beautiful person, beautiful human being, saw my post about this one. Her name is Terry Belcher. Maybe it's a guy. I think it's a girl. I'm pretty sure it's a girl. Because her photo's of a dog, so I can't really tell. This sweet baby angel's like, hey Kyle, I have an extra Part 1. Are you interested? I'm like, yeah. So I sure as shit got it. And y'all, Part 1 and 2. Part 1 and 2. Maidens of the Season. And I want to stitch these all on one. Because they're designed so you're able to stitch these two right up against these two. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I'll do it at some point. But, yeah, let's just say that was a good day. And, in that time, I had discovered Stash Unload on Facebook. When I don't need to be spending any more money, I find a great haven of people just giving away this shit. I'm like, okay. So, I just have one thing that I got, and like I said in one of my floss tubes, not religious, I love angels. Guardian Angel Collection. Is this one? Okay, this one. Okay, this is the one I'm thinking of. Okay, because I bought more after that. And there's... Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Look, I got it because of this one. I guess I don't care if my mom finds this video by now. She still doesn't know. But the reason I got this one is because for a while, and I was even thinking about posting it on one of my Facebook groups, saying, hey, does anybody know of a pattern of an angel looking over 3 children? The angel being my grandma, because she passed away a couple of years ago. And then the reason 3 children, because I wanted it to represent my mom and her 2 siblings. This one is almost too perfect. So 3 siblings here. We see the older, you can just tell this is the older child, is a boy. The oldest in my mom's family, her brother, is the oldest. You can tell this one back here is the middle child. My mom is the middle child with blonde hair. My mom has blonde hair. And then the youngest, yes, she is a little girl. My mom has a younger sister. It's almost too perfect. Because her hair looks brown. And my aunt has brown hair. And then the angel herself, I mean, just From far away, it looks like, to me anyway, it looks like brownish hair. My grandma had brownish hair. It's almost too fucking perfect. I mean, I didn't think there was even one that existed that would represent this. It's too perfect. I'm so glad I found it. And it's also got some other fun ones in the middle here. This one over here makes me laugh because this angel, the way her hand is out, she's almost like saying, bitch, could you not? So, that is fine. And then here's the last one right there. So yeah. And then one more thing. I've got one more piece of haul. McKenna. She did an Instagram live about a week ago. Maybe a little bit longer, about a week ago, because she had hit cross-stitch fucking gold. I had never seen this pattern before. The moment she held it up, I knew I wanted it. And then, of course, after that, you know, I Googled, see if anybody, or not Google, but I typed into YouTube this pattern, and it turns out a couple of people were stitching it. I had never seen it before. Garrett, you're about ready to shit your pants when I open this. I got my handy dandy shitty Hobby Lobby unicorn scissors. Don't use these for cross stitch because they suck ass. This is brand, I was waiting to open this until right now. That's right, y'all. And they send. I was attracted to this pattern the second she held it up. And all I saw, I think, at that first second before I even processed this part was the "and they send" part. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm all about that send and shit. I accidentally cut through. They put that really up close because I accidentally cut through part of the pattern. Oopsie. So to say I'm excited is putting it mildly. Sorry, Garrett. I kept this, Garrett Coffee Stitcher. I kept this a secret from you for a while because I wanted you to find out on camera that I got this. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to stitch this because one, it uses Gentle Art sampler threads and it uses a lot of them, and those are about $2 or so a piece. And there's 33 of them. No, is that right? Something like that. I don't want to count them right now. So if anybody knows a way to get cheaper Gentle Art sampler threads, I don't want to do the DMC conversion. Something like this, you cannot just use a conversion for. I'm sorry. I need the sampler threads. And this shit stitched on 35 count. What? Today is a great day. I cannot wait to actually go look at this more. I'm still kind of upset that I accidentally cut through that. So yeah, not a whole lot of haul in the last month, but enough to keep me satisfied, and I'm glad I haven't gotten more because I'm poor. And then, let's move on to it. So that's the end of the haul. Let's move on to the whips. Go follow me on Instagram. I accidentally became Instagram famous the other day because I only have like 100 and, at the time I only had like 150 people following me. My picture of this got like 570 likes, and I don't know how that happened. So y'all know this is my relationship, my monogamous relationship with Rose of Sharon. Ooh, sorry, the sun is behind it. Did that work better? I can't tell because it... Y'all, she is almost done. Y'all, For real though. My plan, what I hope, to finish her on cross-stitch day tomorrow. And you're like, whoa, you've worked so much on, you know, that whole thing. You really think you're gonna finish the rest of it by tomorrow? Probably, maybe not, but probably. It's because this side, this side of the arch right here, does not have all of this shit going on. All this foliage and crap. It's just this part, and then this part. And the sides of the archway here, those are the only things that are stitched. The inside, pardon the sun, the inside of this isn't stitched. Which is why I think the called for fabric is 32 count natural, because the fabric itself kind of looks like stone. So if you were to put this on like a bright red fabric, that would just look off. So that's my goal tomorrow, is to finish. Tomorrow as of August 9th anyway. If you're watching this 6 months from now, it's not going to really matter. My goal is to finish it tomorrow on cross-stitch day. And I want to do an Instagram live on it, because McKenna did one for her Virtue, which is beautiful. And I'm thinking of doing the same. Thinking about doing the same. Because this tripod's really shitty. I got it for like $5. Free shipping though. So yeah, that's almost everything. Except, I have hit 400 subscribers. And because I have been away so long, just teasing all of ya, I mentioned this before, I'm going to do a giveaway. Do a giveaway, and now, this may not be the most, you know, maybe you are looking for this kind of pattern. But I mentioned this, that this was a gift to me. I never plan on stitching this. Never. So I'm gonna give this away. And not only am I gonna give the pattern away, I'll tell you what. I'll kit it up for you. I'll kit it up. I'll get all the threads. I'll get the fabric. And I'll get you the needles. How about that? So, if you want it, here's how the giveaway is going to work. If you want this, the kit, I mean, I don't have the stuff now, but I'll go get it all. If you want this, tell me below what your favorite, either your favorite song or your favorite album is, and tell me why. Do not use the word giveaway, and I don't know why people don't want you using the word giveaway, but I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon and say don't use the word giveaway, even in passing. Just don't even say, ooh, the giveaway looked exciting, I want to be entered, here's my favorite song. Nope, you're not getting it. You're gonna be deleted. And I will not accept answers that are like, oh, it's so hard to pick one. Not answering the question. Sorry, you won't get it. So if you want this, all kitted up, answer below. Once again, what's your favorite song or album, and why? The and why part is important. Because if you just say, oh, my favorite song is Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan, that's not enough. You're not entered. I mean, if you have no plans on entering, but you want to tell me your favorite song, that's fine. Hi, it's me again. Sorry that video cut out. It turns out that I talk too much because I ran out of iPhone storage. Yeah, this is only a 16 gig phone. But, you know, it didn't cost me that much because they were having a discount sale, so it is what it is. So that means that this is going to be the first time I've actually had to do editing, and I hope it goes well. I would assume so if you're seeing this, because that would suck if I had to redo all of that last video, which is the only time I've ever done something in one take. Yeah, because it would be really hard to cut open that and they sinned again. Oh well. So yeah, I think I was talking about the giveaway. I was almost done, which sucks even more because I didn't want to fucking do this. So yeah, rewatch that last part because I don't remember what I said. Just want to thank everybody for 400 subscribers. I think the actual number is like 398 or something. I don't give a shit. 400. I'll do a giveaway every 500 subscribers. I'm not going to do it at... oh, wait, no, 398, sorry. Wait, no, 400. Yeah, 398. I have almost 400. Anyway, so maybe I'll do a giveaway every 500 subscribers. Maybe a little less, depending on how popular I am. So yeah, the next one will be planned for 1,000 subscribers, and I think I have an idea of what I want to give away for that. It's going to be a good one, I think. Yeah, I know this is 1,600 away from 400, not 5, but so who cares? So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Just thank you for being so patient while I created a new video. I didn't want it to be this long. I was actually anticipating it to actually even be longer, a wait time, but everybody was gone. So I plan to actually try to record some Stitch With Me videos today in case something goes wrong. Because, you know, I've got Thursdays and Fridays off of work, and everybody else will be working, so I'll have all that time to record videos. So I'll probably try to record a couple extras in case there are some weeks when I just can't do them or whatever. So yeah, and the schedule I gave out, that's all tentative. That's what I want to happen, but I can't guarantee stuff won't change. Anyway, this is already a longer clip than I wanted it to be because I just wanted to say goodbye. So all I have to, all I have to say is say no to acid. Okay, bye.